have seen another point that some people do not like Israel is because of Zionism. So this is, so this could be another reason. Yeah, I'm finished.
Do you like Israel? Zagros?
I think Dee also wanted to say something.
He says he's finished. He's finished.
Right, that's funny.
Zagros, my Kurdish friend. Okay, I guess not.
I understand where he's coming from, though.
Do you like Israel?
I understand, yeah.
It's not a matter of like or dislike. You know, I don't like, and I like. So this is not a matter of like and dislike. This is politics.
So are you in line with the politics of Israel?
Israel was very supportive, right, of the creation of Kurdistan, and they were very involved in that, I believe. So, of course, if you're a Kurdish person and you've experienced the discrimination from Arabs, because Arabs, we do have this supremacy thing going on too, and we also have racism within our own communities, and so the Kurdish communities have experienced the brunt of that, unfortunately. So I don't expect them to really like Arabs, and I understand it.
Yeah, but he has no reason not to like me, and I don't have a reason not to like him. I'm an Arab, he's a Kurd.
Right.
I don't think the Kurdish bubble, right? Yeah, that's what I mean.
Even if I like Arab, they don't like me. You know why?
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, is maybe I don't like you, maybe because you support Israel, if you do.
No, I'm not supporting Israel at all. I am not supporting Israel at all. But at the same time, you know, if I like Arab, they don't like me because they say you are Kurdish. Okay?
Well, that's racist as fuck. You should meet better Arabs.
Too, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. You should meet better Arabs.
I didn't know that the word Kurdish is an insult. I
It's
saw
not
here
really,
in Clubhouse, two Iranians, one told the other, it was Yael and Roya, and one told the other, you're Kurdish, and she got really pissed, and then she later explained that it was because she well knew that it was an insult. So
yeah. And even Arabs use every nationality as insult. Muslim was racist.
Right. This is not that common. This is not an Arab thing. This is most cultures have this. But with the Kurdish issue, that is an issue. Palestinians, though, we have Kurdish people that live, Kurdish Palestinians. I have not, and I could be mistaken, I have not heard of any issues between them, between us. But in the Iraq, Syria area, that area there, especially near Iran, people are very tribal, very communal. They stick to what they know, and that's it. So they draw their own artificial lines between each other, unfortunately. I hope that changes, though. Turkey just made a peace agreement with the Kurdish.
Did anybody see the news that Netanyahu is doing a pincer movement to move in on enemy positions in order to force the release of the hostages?
Can you elaborate?
I'll put the link in the chat.
So Netanyahu, the IDF has been going around in Gaza. They've been killing people. They've been doing raids, but from what I've been reading, a lot of them are confused because they don't understand what the objective is. A lot of them aren't even getting orders. And what's being reported in the media isn't exactly what they're doing. A lot of them are just standing around areas that have already been demolished. There's nothing there but rubble. And then the Israeli media reports it as they have infiltrated and X area, for the last week, for example. But they haven't gone in. They just surrounded it. It's all rubble. There's nothing for them to do. So I don't know what the Israeli plan is, if they even have one.
The goal,
I think it's just about
Edward,
time.
obviously the goal and objective is to liberate the hostages. You can't be that dense, right?
No, they had a plan to liberate the hostages, all of them. Netanyahu broke it.
They had to kill those hostages. That's why they bombed them.
They had a ceasefire agreement. Israel agreed. decided to break it. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. Unless you're saying Palestinians broke it. I can't imagine making that argument.
Well, anyways, Benjamin Netanyahu is going to go down as the great liberator. Soon, all the hostages being held by Hamas will be liberated.
And then the Israeli media reports it. I think you're just trolling at this point.
I don't think I am. I think their liberation is coming. I don't know if you follow the news, but today is the first day of liberation in this revolution. And these terrorist cocksuckers who violate the law of man.
If they even have one. What law? There is no law.
Yeah, the law of war. The law of war. When you go to a supernova EDM fest where people are having a good time and enjoying life and you murder all of them, then the law of a tornado of fire goes through your city and wipes you out. It's amazing how that happens.
You can't commit war crimes based on what someone else does. There's no law that allows you to do this.
It doesn't matter. He's talking about a nice party. It was nothing but a bunch of barbarian animals inside a rave. Drug addicts, homosexual animals.
But at the same time, I mean,
they got what they deserved.
At the same time, I mean, is that coexistence? Have any of you ever been to a concert and enjoyed some music in a nice festival area with some sun and some refreshments? I mean, what kind of a monster are you, Resistance? You're an animal. And you, Edward, you're an animal too. You can't even go enjoy a concert. You're all just a bunch of vomitous creatures, animals, disgusting humans, vile, pernicious, nasty monsters, all of you. Sick, murderous, terrorist scum.
My answer would be this, because I have to think about the people who entered that area and did that. Now, if my moms and her sisters and her sister's sisters and her sister's sisters and grandmothers and aunts, children, have been for generations and generations the place slaughtered, raped, killed, I'm doing the same thing. It's just logical to me.
Well, that's a pure projection. I mean, it's pure projection. You're just a murderer. And that's why you attack innocent people in the streets, because you're a neurotic psychotic. That's what's going on. You're a sick human being, Resistance.
It's only right for them to do the same exact thing.
Exactly. You're sick. You're a sick person.
For example, it's the same thing that, because he's saying I'm sick, so that means Winston Churchill, that sick British motherfucker, was no different of a Nazi than Hitler. Why? Because his answer to destroying them after they won the war was to carpet bomb the whole population of Germany. They killed a whole bunch of innocent people.
Was that connected to the supernova event? Was that like an auxiliary festival somewhere nearby?
These strategies from it's all connected. That's why he told the senile old bastard Joe Biden, why can I not carpet bomb?
Wait, what year did Winston Churchill do this? Like 1999 during the Abraham Accords? Like when was this?
Before the UN, he did this before the UN came about and made these stupid rules.
Was it before or after the? Was it before or after the Supernova Festival?
Because they come with this Holocaust narrative, so they don't have to respect that law that they made up for them.
A Holocaust narrative?
Yeah, I call it a narrative.
But
there's a lot of things about the Holocaust that have been debunked.
Really?
Yes, really. Like the amount of people who actually died and the method on how those people got killed.
Interesting.
Such as the gas chamber and the 6 million amount of people that they claim died. Yes, there's a lot of people who question those things.
So I'm just wondering, when was the last time you like? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dr. Mott.
We do have Kat in there and Abula, I believe, that haven't spoken. So if you guys want to have anything you'd like to say,
this is a prank call show, right? Is this the Longmont Potion Castle prank show? Is Resistance a caller into a prank call show?
No, all right, Edwin, let someone else talk.
this way.
I apologize. I thought this was like a prank call show. My bad. Resistance, are you for real? Or are you just like, did you get kicked in the head by a donkey or something?
You've been to too many Nova festivals.
Really? Too many supernovas. So those people, okay, got it. Okay.
Just going back and forth is like very cheap conversation, honestly, and it's not really conducive to what like the conversation was much better before. So Abdullah, I saw that you on mic, so if you'd like to grab the mic, feel free to say something.
Thank you, Maj. I would like to yield my time to comedy.
Well, thank you. I mean, I thought this was the Longmont Potion Castle show of comedy where, low IQ, stupid people who have nothing to do or better things to do, they just waste everybody's time with their bullshit propaganda, misinformation, lies, and terrorism. And, generally these people are very unhappy people. I don't know. They keep coming back to this app called Clown House.
Why are you talking about the Israelis like that? That's anti-Semitic.
Dude, are you high or drunk or what the fuck is wrong?
Cocaine, I tell you, it's their favorite drug at the Nova Festival.
No, this is the Longmont Potion Castle prank call show where people call in and waste all their time talking about nothing.
All right, so what's the topic here, Majid?
Well, there was a topic, but that whole conversation derailed, and now I don't even remember what the conversation was.
Welcome back to the sanitarium.
I do want to push back on this whole thing about people taking drugs. So what if they were taking drugs? That doesn't justify them getting raped or getting killed the way that
they didn't get raped. Why are you mentioning rape for? Where's your evidence of rape?
Well, I honestly didn't look into all the people.
You didn't research it, but you utter it as if it's a fact, like if it didn't happen.
Let's step back for a moment and say that.
Now let's step back.
And then the Israeli media reports it as they have that's stupidity in my view.
It is stupidity when someone says something that never happened, but you're saying it as if it's a fact. That is stupid.
Right, but resistance is also nice that you have many opinions, but at the end of the day, you're not living on the ground, and you're also not dealing with the consequences of your.
Brother, I've been dealing with the Palestinian plight since 1997. This is not nothing new to me. Sorry, Jack. Talk to someone else with that nonsense. I deal with the fact, reality.
Resistance. So, like,
you're talking about a bunch of nothing.
So you've been hanging out at the club?
Yeah.
So the Beastie Boys were in town.
Yeah, we're a realtor office.
I'm just saying there are Palestinians that lived in that. What have you done in Palestine?
This is my
to stop
assistant.
those killings
Hi.
of innocent people? How many Israelis have you slaughtered?
It's not something that you would even talk about.
Why not?
Our parents are hitmen.
Please stop.
Move on, but this whole rhetoric, you're not seeing the consequences of violence. Breeds more violence, and we need to start preaching for some type of peace.
And then the Israeli media reports it as they have.
Because at the end of the day, it's the people on the ground that are losing out.
Looks at today's conflict through the lens of religion, through the lens of 2,000 years of textbooks. So the religious component is
stop killing our people. We don't negotiate while they're killing us. That's not Islamic.
Islam teaches us
in Islam, we have something called jihad. Sorry.
No, we have intelligence too.
Exactly. And our intelligence will always tell us we don't get peace while people are slaughtering us. Peace only comes when they stop slaughtering.
They need to be able to be
Welcome to areas, and you're also on stage.
Or I should mute everybody, including
My bad.
I like you a lot. I want everybody to know that I like you as someone from Abu Ghosh, and I hope you respect me and come away tonight. Usually in those times, around 12 o'clock, I open rooms. And you, I want be my now I take only 3 women. I thought
They make everything cool and fun, and you can.
I take the microphone because I want to say my believing that I believe that quite soon it will be finished. Depends all the cards in Donald Trump's pockets. He started as a poker player, and then he decided, and he just have to decide.
So much fun to play.
If you want everything to be finished, everything will be finished. He's saying that put out to the world that the sky will open and Hamas. It's not same the Hamas so much. The magic word is finish the war. Everybody knows. If Israel stop the war, take out the military from out of Gaza, Hamas will release. Of course, they will want something that nobody will kill them. Yes. If they go abroad, somebody will come and control, but they will not release all the soldiers there, all the 59 hostages without getting any insurance for their life. You have to be crazy. Go inside their skin. They have nothing to lose. Nothing. Israel know one by one, picture by picture. They know that Israel will run after everywhere in the world. They kind of they know it's the most awful from the Holocaust. It's the most awful thing. They succeed, and there is no argument that they succeed to hurt very, very much the Israelis. They know it very.
Almost. Why are you talking like it's a surprise? Almost that Palestinians would have done something violent after all these generations of being oppressed. Isn't this inevitable? Not just with Palestinians. If you take any group of people, millions of people, and you oppress them violently, and wouldn't the outcome always going to be violence against the oppressor?
Listen, I'm not going to represent my government, not the Shabak, not the Mossad. They have the intelligence. They have to fight against violence. It's not my job. I'm a simple driver. You can ask me how to fight against violence drivers on the road. I will give you very good answers. How to be violent on the road, or how to be violent in the virtual rooms. But I can't change the violence both sides. Who more, who less. I'm born as an Israeli. I don't know, Edward, if you're born as a Palestinian, you don't know with your parents.
I have, yes.
You're Palestinian, yes?
Yes. Yes.
You know where your grandmother come from?
Oh, yes. Lid.
Where?
Lid. Or Lud.
Where?
Lud or Lid.
Lud.
Yeah.
Lud, okay, Lud is good enough.
Yeah.
And, if you know what's happened today in Lud, today they live. No, Lud is not a good example because it become a criminal. Well, the criminals come to Lud. I don't know why, but it's become a very risky city to live in. So
the Palestinians left it. My grandparents on both sides were from there. The Nakba, during the Nakba, we left. So it was a vacuum. So after that, I think other elements moved in.
I can advise you one thing. You can keep on with your dreams to go back to your house in Lod.
No, I don't have those dreams. No. My dream is a wall between Israel and Palestine, and Palestinians will have Palestine, and Israel can have Israel. That's it. That's my dream.
So we have the same. At least we share the same dream.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We need to ask Netanyahu if he shares that very real practical dream.
Because you talk with me not about the 7th of October. You ask about all the years the Palestinians suffered. So we go back to the old argument. What's happened over the years? I'll say from the Israeli side, they are terrorists. Never look at peace for us. We give in to peace, we get back terrorized. And there is a lot of example of peace that I can be identified. And best identify as a bus driver that I'm connected with the Arab people in Israel, those who didn't fight, stay. And the best example, I go to an Arab who bring workers to a hospital. And I told the people, to go, not to. It's very Muslim, religious, put a carpet and start praying. And I don't want to disturb him, but the people say yes, go. So I waited till he finished his praying, and they waited for a couple of women to come to his car. And I come to him, please, our friends, please talk to them. You know what happened after 1 minute? He bring me the telephone back, and he do with his finger on his head, they're all Majnun. He tell about the people here, resistance and Prince and all the best people were here. Listen for this. That show what the Israelians are, Arab Israelians, who stay in for this in Bakel, Galbia, and a lot of villages, including Lod, Ramle, Tel Aviv, Jaffa, Haifa, a lot of